In previous video, we only worked with user table for authentication, but authentication alone does not build an application. So in this episode, we will design the code table of our task manager application, the task table. You will learn how to create proper migration and Eloquent models that we'll use to build our full CRUD API in the next video. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Start Coding Class. So today we will learn about migration and model for task table. So let's go in VS Code and we will learn how to create with the help of command line. We will create migration also and we will create model also. So in previous video, you can see I have created login, registration and logout with the Sanctum authentication. So you can see logout inside the Sanctum authentication middleware and login and registration outside this authentication, because login and registration don't require authentication. Okay, so if you don't have watched it video, so you can get the link of previous video from the I button. So let's start. If you want to create the migration and model, so there is one command, only one command. You do not need to run separate command for migration and models. There is a one single command that can generate migration and model file. So I'm just going to write PHP artisan make model and model name task or M for migration. This command will create two files, one model file and one migration file. So I am just going to hit the enter button. So there is some spelling mistake. Artisan spelling is not M, it's N. So again, I am just going to run this. So you can see inside the model task.php and inside the migration there is a create task table.php. So two files are created with the same command. So I'm going to show you one by one both files. So need to just go to inside the models. You can see this one. This is one file task.php. This is model file, and second one is inside database. There is a migration folder, or inside this you can see this one create task underscore table. I think if you don't know what is migration, so a migration is just like a blueprint of our database. So I'm just going to brief you. So in short, migration in Laravel is a just like a version control way to create and modify database tables using PHP code instead of writing raw SQL. So previously, if you have used core PHP, so core PHP, you are just going to PHP myadmin and you are just create the database, or you are writing some MySQL command to create the tables. But in Laravel, this is very organized. So it's simple. We are just creating a migration file where it's going to write the table column name, table data type, everything. We are just going to define it. You can see this is the create function where the table name is already there, and tasks name, table name is already there, and default one ID and one timestamp is there. If you want to add more columns, so you can write here, and after that you have to run php artisan migrate. So this command will create a table. In task table, I am going to write the title, description. In the task table, there will be column name like ID, title, task description, and task status like completed or pending, something like that. I am going to add that also, and when this is finished, then I am going to run php artisan migrate, and this will create table in the task manager API. So you can see no task table inside this database, but when we after finishing this migration and when we run php artisan migrate, so it will automatically create table into our database, this task manager API. So let's go add other table, other column name also. Different task is related to different user. So this table also we will store user ID also. That user ID is foreign key of user table. So in this table, we are going to create a foreign key, foreign ID, user underscore ID and constant on delete cascade. This foreign key spelling mistake is there. Foreign key is from user table, and on delete cascade means if the any user is deleted from user table, so all the record from task table also be deleted. Okay, add one more column table. This will be a string title and next will be description. Data type is text and it will be nullable. So nullable means it can be empty, and the next column will be there is one completed, true or false, something like that. So it will be boolean. Column name is completed, and by default I am going to set the value as false. So I think we have added all the column. Now everything is done. One more time I am just going to show you. There is no table name task in our database, but when I am going to run PHP artisan migrate, then it will be create the migration this task table. So I'm just going to hit the enter 1 2 3. So you can see the migration is running and task table migration is done. You can see the task table is done and the all the columns ID, user ID, title, description, completed, created and updated is by default. So it all is completed here. Migration task is done. Now we are going to do some configuration inside the this task model protected to define the column which we have created here, ID, user ID, title, description. So if you want to insert the data, so you need to define here. If you do not define here, so you cannot insert the data into table. So you need to write protected $fillable. So inside the single quotes, you need to write user ID and then you need to write title. So in single quotes again title and description also. So I'm just going to write here description and completed also. So now you can insert the data. This data can be filled. So if you remove, suppose if you have you remove user ID inside this, and if you want to insert the value in user ID, so it will be restrict. You can't insert the data in user ID column. So if you want to add some data in any column, so you need to write here. So now migration and models are just the foundation. In the next video, you will use the same task table to build CRUD REST API using Laravel resource controller. So follow proper REST standard to create a REST API. So if you are following the Laravel REST API series seriously, do not skip the next video, because that is where our task manager API actually start working. Because in next video, we are going to create resource controller, or inside that resource controller, we are going to create get, insert data, update data, delete data, and create data. So must watch the next video. So make sure the authentication and migration and model is just the intricate CRUD API where real application are building. So if this video is helpful for you, so please like this video and subscribe the channel and share with your friends and hit the bell icon to get latest updated video from my YouTube channel Start Coding Class. Keep learning and keep watching my YouTube video, and we will meet in next video. Till then, take care. Bye.